Mountains crumble, then they fall, and trees tumble no matter how tall. From East Los Angeles to the Garden State Parkway. Well, I'm getting dressed in the moonlight now. Got my jacket on and I'm heading out. If I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose you the hard way. If I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose you the hard way. But if my words get fumbled, well then this is what I meant to say. You can make a good case out of my mistakes. You'd be right to write me out. But don't give up on me now. If you need to throw a stone, you can throw a stone. If you wanna call me names, make yourself at home. Don't give up on me now. And you can kiss me once and I'll be satisfied. Kiss me once, oh baby, kiss me twice. Might as well take you for all I can take you for. Make me a movie, make it a cliche. Some things are supposed to be that way. I wanna shake and rattle you right down to your core. I wanna burn through the streets right up to your front door. You can make a good case out of my mistakes. You'd be right to write me out. But don't give up on me now. If you need to throw a stone, you can throw a stone. If you wanna call me names, make yourself at home. Don't give up, you can't give up on me now. Mountains crumble, then they fall, and trees tumble no matter how tall. Anything real can sometimes hit the ground. Now there's no way your walls can keep from coming down. And you can make a good case out of my mistakes. You'd be right to write me out. But don't give up on me now. If you need to throw a stone, you can throw a stone. If you wanna call me names, make yourself at home. Don't give up, you can't give up on me now. So don't give up on me now. Hi. All right. Welcome to 20 Front Street. This is one of our me and the band, one of my favorite venues in the country. They were playing a show for the chairs and a few scattered people here. We'll edit this out, right? Or do we do editing on this? Okay. So I put out a record in April, which is a great time to put out a record. And it's called Selling Things. So I'm actually going to play it start to finish because I haven't actually had a chance to really play it live yet. So, yeah, this is the first song on that album. This is called Harlem River Drive. state trooper shined a flashlight through a dark night on the Palisades. Said I was fine, I did not notice, was just trying to focus on the time I made in life and sacrifice. Sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. You were born in mid-November. The trees were amber, the air was crisp, but darkness fell on your wishing well, where you kept your harmlessness. In life and sacrifice, sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. Harlem River, moonlight glistens. I watch and listen to the water running by. Flash my headlights across the state line, coming over the Harlem River Drive. In life and sacrifice, sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. In life and sacrifice, sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. All right, this next song is about the end of the world, which I thought was sci-fi when I wrote it. I don't know what happens next. Perhaps I'm stupid, but I thought more or less there'd be a lesson here for me to discern. Maybe I missed it, or there's nothing here to learn. But if you walk me home and let me ramble on, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend, don't let me end this night alone. There's not a light in the sky, and And you can almost feel the anger in the motherless night as the gunshots in the projects accrue. But I won't hesitate to take a bullet for you. And if you walk me home and let me ramble on, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend. Don't let me end this night alone. What else could you have to do? Wake up tomorrow in your lonely little room. There's a chance we could both be dead by then. Life is what happens when you got no plans. And if you walk me home and you just come undone, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend. Don't let me end this night alone. Some say that words are just words. I say, slip me the chorus, give me verse after verse. I'm just so sick of feeling sick all the time. But just a little back and forth can ease your weary mind. If you walk me home and you just come undone, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend. Don't let me end this night alone. So what's it gonna be? They're cleaning off the tables and they want us to leave. We could call a couple cars and be gone. We can be strangers if that's what you want, or you can walk me home and let me ramble on. You might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend. Don't let me end this night alone. Bit loud. Just it's oh okay, that's all that matters to me. All right. This song's about the end of the world too, but it's supposed to be funny. It's not that funny now that we're here. Come on down. You got it in you. You got to scrape that shit right off your shoe. Here we are at the brink of who knows. You got a good idea, Romeo. I lost faith in luck long ago. I guess I just switched teams. My Aunt Alice used to work for the Stones. Now she sits around the house alone, playing Scrabble on her telephone. I don't know what that means. Well, out in front of the drugstore line, we're getting drunk on a Tuesday night. You do whatever you want with your life, I'll do whatever with mine. It just works like that. You learn to live or it breaks your back. I believe Mark Twain said that. Is that right? Oh yes, I'm sure. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anymore, she said. All the truth is irrelevant. Just look at the president. Can you believe this shit? And all the while I was thinking about this girl I met outside a bar downtown. She'd been giving me the runaround. I was waiting for the hint. She said she lived in LA, but now that all of her debts were paid, she'd probably move to New York someday if she could only swing the rent. Oh, it just works like that. You learn to live or it breaks your back. I believe Rick James said that. Is that right? Oh yes, I'm sure. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Ooh. Oh, you try and try, but it's never enough. Some days you wanna give up and get a soda with your big kid lunch. You ought to supersize that. Oh, you've been gunning for the prize, and I know it's hard. You got a cynical mind and a big bad heart, it's true. Ooh, that's what I love about you. 'Cause I used to think about the way I thought. My God, I was a goddamn boy. I used to think that I could steer the plot, but nothing matters anymore. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Ah, yes. I made this record from the time I started writing it when I was 26. We recorded it when I was 29, put it out when I was, or we recorded it when I was 28, put it out when I was 29. Now I'm 30. No, I got that all wrong. I'm older than when I started writing these songs, is what I'm trying to say. But this is a song that is essentially about growing up, but the hard way. Chasing down a ghost, up and down the coast, in and out of hallways, it's always the same. We miss them by an inch, we're slightly off the mark. We stare into the void and listen for a voice, 'cause all my life I don't know, honey, how to let it go, how to learn to stand with what I am and what I cannot control. 'Cause you can tighten up your rope, but you'd be chasing down a ghost. And it's not enough to kill you, but it'll get you pretty close. Hanging by a string, waiting in the wings. The show is nearly over, I'm still here, listening for my name, a call that never came. Now they're pulling up the lights and pushing me aside, 'cause all my life I don't know, honey, how to let it go, and how to learn to stand with what I am and what I cannot control. 'Cause you can tighten up your own, but you'd be chasing down a ghost. Yet it's not enough to kill you, but it'll get you pretty close. Or it'll get you in your sleep, and every secret that you keep locked in your mind could come alive. So I'm chasing down a ghost, but I never get too close. In and out of hallways, we're always at odds with how we miss them by an inch, and we're slightly off our mark. Don't it seem a little strange how it never seems to change? And all my life I don't know, honey, how to let it go, how to learn to stand with what I am and what I cannot control. 'Cause you can tighten up your own, but you'd be chasing down a ghost. And it's not enough to kill you, but it'll get you pretty close. No, it's not enough to kill you, but it'll get you pretty close. This part is where the roadie is supposed to come in and hand me all my shit, but we couldn't get him today. We're gonna do. This song has taken on new meaning since the quarantine. I wrote it about this place in New York called the Mercury Lounge, which is another one of my favorite venues, though much different than this, where you guys shine in cleanliness. They maybe don't. Maybe we shouldn't put that on that. I don't know. Whatever. They don't care. But this is a song about having a panic attack at your friend's show, but trying to stay anyways. Well, I never stood a chance with being cool in any sense. I've never once been inside looking out, and I thought at least by now that I would know the way around. But I never feel at ease among the crowd. Oh my God, I've got a heart that beats too fast, and a head you can't slow down. It's been dogging me since I don't even know. But I'd like to meet your friends if the moment should allow, and I hope that I can make it to your show. Now you don't seem like you'd care if the people stood and stared. I bet you wouldn't even notice anything. You're too patient and too kind, and you don't seem to mind that I'm neither, and I'm scared of what they think. Oh my God, I've got a heart that beats too fast, and a head you can't slow down. It's been dogging me since I don't even know. But I'd like to meet your friends if the moment should allow, and I hope that I can make it to your show. I've got a heart that beats too fast, and a head you can't slow down. It's been dogging me since I don't even know. But I'd like to meet your friends if the moment would allow, and I hope that I can make it to your show. I keep thinking of that that scene in Almost Famous where he says to the kid, he says, "Just make us look cool, man," because that's what I want to say to all the fine cameramen here. Just make me look cool, man. Oh yes, the band sounds great on this when they come in. One, I'll count them in. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. See? Lately you've been selling things, jackets that don't fit, guitars with old strings that just sat on a wall, waiting on a friend. Oh, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Lately you've been staying home, waiting out the weather, and dreaming alone. It's just a phase, you say, watching the days on end. Oh, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Feeling strange, but you don't know why. Disappointed in the meaning of life. Well, just stay inside. You know you don't need that much to survive. So lately you've been selling things, records you bought that you thought you'd listen to at some point soon. You say, I guess it got away from me. Ah, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of these. here's some luggage that you never used when you were 7 years younger and you thought you'd do something somewhere else. And then it just kind of sat on the shelf. And here's some art that you thought was good, but it didn't make you happy like you thought it would. And it cost a lot, but you thought it was worth a shot. So lately you've been selling things, jackets that don't fit, guitars with old strings that just sat on a wall, waiting on a friend. Ah, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Well, honey, truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Woo! Feels good. All right, shit. Let's okay. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and this song it's inspired by a few things. Most of all, sadness, human sadness. But I was walking around the neighborhood one night, and I walked into this store, and the woman behind the counter, she said, "Oh, thank God it's you." And I just thought that was like a thing that she said when people walked in her store. I was like, that's a good move. But she told me that a guy had just been in there and he was really creeping her out. So she was glad to see me, because it was like one of these stores that's open pretty late, and I'm kind of a night owl myself. So I got to talking to her, and she said, you know, this happens a lot, that people just come in and they want to talk to me. And she said, you know, New York is actually the loneliest city. And it just kind of got to me, so I thought about that character, and I wrote this song. For a true friend, you always knew when the work was late, when the bill was paid. And I rode the night, but I swore that I was not to try and stay. But oh, my heart gets lonely when no one seems to care. And I can't put that on you only. No, that would not be fair. But still I find I'm saying, oh, my Amy, could you blame me? There's so much I want to say, but words just lead me far astray. I don't know why, I fear I might die every time you walk away. For a grown man, I sure haven't grown into how I feel. Scared hands on the steering wheel. And outside the Nighthawk, I told you my love for you was real. I said, oh, my heart gets lonely, and I know yours does too. Don't you wanna get to know me the way that I know you? You just gotta understand me now. Oh, my Amy, could you blame me? There's still so much I wanna say, but words just lead me far astray. I don't know why, I fear I might die every time you walk away. Oh, my darling, I feel it starting. Oh, that fragile, tender ache every time the fever breaks. And I don't know why, I check the night sky just to make sure that I'm alive, so I can see you one more time and feel the same old pain every time you walk away. So we're here at 20 Front Street, as I said. This is we're in Lake Orion, Michigan, which is how you say it, not Lake Orion, like the rest of the world thinks it is. But if you've never been here, you should come once you're allowed to. It's a very special place. They take very good care of us artists, so we're always in a good mood when we get here, which is not always the case. But this is a song about gratitude. This is called Like a Drug. I left the water running, I left the door unlocked, I heard the engines coming down the block, and like a bullet from a 44 they tore up the street like you never known. Oh man, you should have seen them go. Here it comes again. Every time I think it's gone, it's in my lungs again. Like a drug we're running on. I don't think I'm gonna kick this shit. I don't think I wanna change my ways. I think that I'm learning to love the pain. Like a drug that you took at a party, someone swore would be fun. Like the pill that you placed upon the tip of your tongue. She was wide-eyed and clenching her jaw. What she had taken, baby, heaven knows. But oh man, you should have seen her go. Here it comes again. Every time I think it's gone, it's in my lungs again. Like a drug we're running on. I don't think I'm gonna kick this shit. I don't think I wanna change my ways. I think that I'm learning to love the pain. Every year I get a little bit older. Every day I lose a tiny little piece of myself in working what our world demands, and the tall glass of disappointments upon my shelf. I don't think that I can give up now. I've come too far, too fast, too long. And I didn't plan on letting you down, but there's a simple beauty in carrying on. I don't think I'm gonna kick this shit. I don't think I wanna change my ways. I think that I'm learning to love the pain. So I wrote this song. This girl we knew was dating this guy, and he was in this cover band, and the cover band was awful. And I wrote this song in exalted joy when they broke up. The couple, not the band, unfortunately. But it's a song about trying to have a good time in the middle of the chaos of life, so I think it's relevant. Sitting on the roof of your old place, that's how I'll remember these days, with a 12-pack of bad beer and living on chips. Well, that's how I'll remember this. Your friend's boyfriend's cover band thought they were something, well, they were something, man. My ears will still be bleeding 4 years from now, but we had a good laugh somehow. So take a look at the mess we made, getting wrecked on election day. Maybe we went a little over the line, but at least we had a pretty good time. Well, your ex was a real big pain. Stand around at the bar and complain about the music and the lights as the nights wore on. And I can say that I'm glad that he's gone. And all the places we always go, familiar faces we all seem to know, like a freeze frame from a famous scene on your favorite TV show. Now take a look at the mess we made, getting wrecked on election day. Maybe we went a little over the line, but at least we had a pretty good. Time is fleeting, life is insane. One day you're young and the next you ain't. If nothing matters in the greater design, well, at least we had a pretty good time. Sitting on the roof of your old place, cigarette and the sun on your face, red t-shirt and dirt on your shoes. Well, that's how I remember you. So take a look at the mess we made, getting wrecked on election day. Maybe we went a little over the line, but at least we had a pretty good. Time is fleeting and life is insane. One day we're young and the next we ain't. If nothing matters in the greater design, well, at least we had a pretty good time. Well, at least we had a pretty good time. And that's Selling Things. That's the album that I just put out. So now we get into the hits. Thank you. All right. There are no shortage of jokes I could tell about playing to nobody, and having done it a million times. The ultimate gig is the gig that's canceled, though. So that's the ultimate playing to nobody. But I deemed years ago, I played a show at Pete's Candy Store in Brooklyn, and I played to 4 people, and I got in a fight with one of them, and I was like, that's not good odds for shows. This was like right at the beginning of my career. Wasn't looking so hot. So, this goes out to that guy. I'm sorry, I was probably wrong. All right. And after everything, the packing up and the packing in, she says life is just an accident, an act of luck and fate. And in her living room, she pours a drink and toasts to me, and says, here's to our liberty. Why should we have to wait? 'Cause of the twists and turns that I discern for what they mean. It's your first ride in a limousine that you remember the most. And it's the taste on your lips when you take a little sip of the anisette, the cool drag on a cigarette. It's as sweet as it ever gets. And it's the sound of a band at the hometown dance and the night we met, the chimes and the castanets. It's as sweet as it ever gets. Sweet as it ever gets. It's all that you can say sometimes when life leaves you out on a line with nowhere to go. She said love is like a summer night or the early spring. You don't look too hard at the thing, you just gotta let it roll. 'Cause of the lessons learned from the years I sterned away from shore, searching for something more. Well, what do you know? That it's the taste on your lips when you take a little sip of the anisette, the cool drag on a cigarette. It's as sweet as it ever gets. And it's the sound of a band at the hometown dance and the night we met, the chimes and the castanets. It's as sweet as it ever gets. And after everything, the packing up and the packing in, she says life is just an accident, an act of luck and fate. There's this ATM on 14th and 6th, 15th and 6th in Manhattan, where I've had some of the saddest moments of my life. Because I didn't live over there, but I would always go there before I was heading downtown, and I would check my balance. And for the first, 31 years of my life, it didn't go so hot. So. This vestibule, this ATM vestibule is given a shout out in this song. Shout out to the Bank of America. Well, you got a new tattoo, and you bought a nice pair of shoes to remind you who you used to be when life was something brand new. 'Cause now you sleep a little lighter at night, and you wake up when the sky gets alight, and crawl into the kitchen at dawn and tell yourself it's alright. You sort of didn't want strings attached and to be tethered to the telephone, but now there's no one here to talk to, and you prefer to sleep alone. All the chances that you couldn't take, mistakes that you couldn't afford to make, well, what would it have cost you? When you had a new tattoo, and you were only 22, and And you had a hole in your shirt, but there was nothing that you couldn't do. Now you're standing in the vestibule, wondering how they got the best of you. Now that you do your own laundry, now that there's always something pressing you. You swore you didn't want strings attached and to be tethered to the telephone, but now there's no one here to talk to, and you prefer to sleep alone. All the chances that you couldn't take, mistakes that you couldn't afford to make, yeah, well, what would it have cost you? Well, your daddy's gonna cover your way, and mama's gonna say it's okay when you call them every Monday at 9 and tell them that it's going fine. All your friends, they just exhaust you. You could've left, but where would you go off to? And what would it have cost you? You got a new tattoo to make it feel something new, the sign of a cross in your thigh, and you don't even really know why, but you're hoping that it marks the end of a time that you could just forget. And so you call it a draw for the night, and then tell yourself it's alright. Another time, towards the very beginning of my career, I thought I was playing a house concert. I got to the house. It was just this couple, and they had a baby, and they had parents, and that was the concert. And I got there, and they just had the baby, so there's like toys everywhere. And they were like, just play like here in the toys. And I was just their entertainment. It was very strange. I felt like, I don't know. It felt very strange. And truth be told, I never really recovered from that concert. So that's why I told everybody at the beginning of this not to clap, because I thought I might spiral. All right. The part of the show where I slowly start losing clothing. It's very, very, it's very scandalous. All right. Oh. He's here. Losing clothing, but adding headgear. Harmonicas are the retainers of rock and roll. Well, I got up and packed in the evening, shook the sleep from my eyes. There's always something about leaving this city at night. Waited around for a second, then the second was gone. I guess it's about time I should be getting on. And now I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and no one's gonna save me now. He says, kid, where are you heading? I said, that's a good question. He left and said, you'll figure it out. But I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. At 17 I was ready to go on a gust of wind, a lonely prisoner of my own soul and my innocence. In the homecoming queens with the high school dreams of the early fall, lived out their glorious scenes and died at the shopping mall. And I went riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and no one's gonna save me now. He says, kid, where you heading? I said, that's a big question. He laughed and said, you'll figure it out. But I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. Well, some people can say what they want, they just know. Oh, no, no. Others like to find out, but can only say what they don't. And some people waste the days away waiting on a reason to live. And some people get dressed and they go out looking for it. Now I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and nothing's gonna save me now. He says, kid, all I know is you can stay or you can go, but you better move fast now, pal. So we're riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. Yeah, we're riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. All right. Well, we've got like a little text to donation thing, and it helps me out. It helps the venue out. So if you would be so kind to donate, it should be on your screen. I've got maybe I got two more. Maybe I got two more. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm feeling a little saucy. I think maybe I'll try something brand new. Because this song just feels kind of. This is fresh off the presses. And I've been thinking a lot, I think we've all been thinking a lot about what life after this is going to look like. And I think a lot about, will I have learned anything, or will I just return to the same person that I was, which would be unfortunate. In a daydream you had made arrangements for pretty flowers laid after the massacre. You woke in a star to death. The Holy Ghost, the town, he's tangled in a total mess. As if Sam Shepard rang the early morning bells with an email from the grave, said, I hope this message finds you well. If there was ever any lingering doubt, well, kid, just look at where we are right now. But on the precipice, sometime after this, We'll watch the changing tides to ride this false self-righteousness, where the truth is laid just up the stairs. I will meet you there. Sweet black-haired burnout out on 7th Avenue. The nation turns its lonely eyes to you. I came here to find forgiveness. I came to risk it all. I came to write my name upon the sacred green room wall. And she said, on the precipice, sometime after this, we'll watch the music try to fight, to ride and conquer this, where the truth is laid just up the stairs. I will meet you there. I will meet you there. After the after party and the pre-dawn hush, we'll find a coffee cart preparing for the morning rush. And if I cease to understand the gift they've given me, then God have mercy on the soul that doesn't know he's free. 'Cause on the precipice, sometime after this, I may again lose sight of all the lives I could have lived, but where the music plays like some anxious prayer, and all the promises we made are vanquished in the air, where the answers lay, I will meet you there. I will meet you there. All right, this is in hopes of better days ahead, and thank you guys for watching the show. If you're watching the show, please donate to the link, and thank you to everybody here, these wonderful people in masks, all masked up, like taking temperatures. I didn't know what to expect when I came in here. I thought, and this has been a wonderful evening, and I'm glad we all got to be part of it together. So I'll leave you with this. If you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. I don't know why everything's always changing. I don't know why everything must end. But maybe, baby, if we try to just be patient, maybe everything is meant to begin again. So if you say that when something goes, that it's gone, who's to say for sure if you're right or you're wrong? So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need, and I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. And when you're lost and you cause yourself a world of trouble, and when your God doesn't fix anything for you now, and when the fresh cup of coffee that you set at the table, it doesn't give you more answers than it gives you doubts. Well, Frankie, I don't know what the future holds now, but only you can decide if you go it alone. Only you know. So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need, and I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. Oh yeah. Now when you ask if there's a reason you should keep on running, I don't know yet, no, but I believe. Oh, so if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home, to come back home to me. If you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need, and I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. Oh, well I said, oh, no, I don't ever wanna watch you leave. But if you gotta go, go now, and you can't take your love from me. But you should know that nobody wants to be alone, and I'll be right here should you ever come back home. So I say if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. Come back home to me. If you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need, and I'll lay my love before the heavens above in your company. So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. Thank you, everybody. Well, I got up and packed in the evening, shook the sleep from my eyes. There's always something about leaving this city at night. Waited around for a second, then the second was gone. I guess it's about time I should be getting on. And now I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and no one's gonna save me now. He says, kid, where are you heading? I said, that's a good question. He left and said, you'll figure it out. But I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. At 17 I was ready to go on a gust of wind, a lonely prisoner of my own soul and my innocence. In the homecoming queens with the high school dreams of the early fall, lived out their glorious scenes and died at the shopping mall. And I went riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and no one's gonna save me now. He says, kid, where are you heading? I said, that's a big question. He laughed and said, you'll figure it out.